What's going on, good people? It's Byron back with another live on some wholesale nightcap stuff, man. Talking to y'all about what happened today, wholesaling, man. What's going on in the industry? Here to answer your questions and just hang out with you guys to talk about wholesale real estate, man. Man, it's been a week, man. It's been a week. It's been, I guess, more typical than crazy. Um, we got a deal that we're trying to get it closing. The seller daggum couldn't get the water turned on, so we had to get the water turned on for the appraisal and the inspection. Some things you have to do for the sellers, man. It's like, dude, you about to lose this house and you want to get the water turned on? Crazy. We got the water. Rich got the water turned on. We got that guy going. He got to fill out seller information. We also got to get the buyer to fill out the buyer information. Um, and then once we get his payoff and everything else lined up, then we'll be ready to go. Um, and then on this other deal, seller ghosted us. We are supposed to close on Monday, but the seller went ghost. Hadn't heard from him since. Um, so that was kind of crazy. And then we got two deals locked up. One of them is seemed like a really good deal that we don't want to price too high because sometimes, man, when you price these deals too high, it just messes everything up, man. Oh yeah, nightcap, man, on some shenanigans, on some shenanigans, man. On some straight shenanigans. I got my drink of choice right here. Some good old what is it? Apple white grape on the rocks. Apple white grape juice on the rocks, baby. On the rocks. Man, I used to work at a oyster bar back in the day, man. I used to work at this oyster bar when I was in college, man. I used to have to walk probably like an hour and 30 minutes to get to work, and it was summertime. Just call me Visha. What's going on? What's going on? Uh hey yo. Uh Shania always coming through. What's up? But nah, I used to walk an hour and 30 minutes to this oyster bar, and I used to work there. And this dude used to come in and always used to order um orange juice and vodka on the rocks. That's every time he came in. Orange juice and vodka. I'm like, man, I don't know. I don't drink, so I wouldn't know what combination's supposed to go together. But I'm just guessing that, orange juice and vodka maybe don't supposed to go together. I don't know. I don't know. Sean, man, we got the whole crew up in here. What's going on, Sean? Sean said, what's up, y'all? What's going on, Sean? Sean, we get any motion on that Albany deal, man? Did we get any motion? Because I'm like, man, I think it'll be listed tomorrow. I think it'll show up tomorrow. We got everything turned in, but they like put you in a queue. I don't know what that means, but that's what they tell us. So they supposedly put us in a queue, and then I guess once we get to the top of the queue, the deal will be posted. So somebody want to sell but not sure they've been foreclosed on. Lock them up. It's two lots as is. Officially split will be a piece. That's what the guy in JV Deal said. Okay. He said it will once officially split. I did sell a lot in Carrollton I didn't sell a lot. I actually freaking gave the darn lot away, and somebody else sold it for 60,000. So I mean, I'm kind of weary of not looking into deals on lots in Carrollton. Probably need to look into it, but they probably asking way more than what they supposed to be asking. You know what I'm saying? Or they offering way more. Anytime that thing say MLK, you already know what time it is. Mm-hmm. You already know what time it is when that thing say MLK. They talking about MLK. They over there on the west side. The west side of Carrollton. If you from that area, you already know. You don't even need to be over there fooling around on the west side. So yeah, man. I don't know about 110 for that thing on the west side over there. That's a it's a little steep. That's a little steep for a lot on the west side. What's going on, David? Sean said, move on from that selling each time. Yeah, no doubt. You said, I think that's a different Sean. I did have an Albany deal a good while ago. Maybe it's another Sean. Oh, man, wrong Sean. My bad, Sean. My bad, Sean. Ty tried to help me out, man. Nah, wrong Sean, man. Sean, what you got going on though, man? Are you you said you had a deal. Have you been doing wholesale deals? Are you trying to get started? Where are you at? How long you been in the game? What you got going on? What's working for you? All that stuff. Let me know what's going on with you, Sean. What is going on with you, Sean? Let me see. Rich. I told you I seen you that link, man. I sent you that link. I don't know what you're talking about, but I sent it to you. But Sean said just focusing on finding buyers that approve purchases based on pictures and videos. Oh, okay. Everybody got to hustle, man. Everybody got something. So are you getting leads? Are you trying to get leads? Or are you just finding buyers for other people deals? Because I mean, shoot, there's people that just go out here and find buyers for other people deals, and that's all they do. You know what I'm saying? They don't do nothing else. All they do is find buyers for other people deals. So, and that work, obviously. That does work. That does work. Let me see, listed. You're right about that time, man. Most of the times you can find you a good buyer, you list the property. You just gotta set up the process. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's as simple as, just letting sellers know what you're gonna do and how things work. Most sellers don't even know how things work. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, look, this is what we do. This is how it works. You know what I'm saying? Boom. They ain't even going. They want to sell that mug, man. Especially ones that's real deals where they just really want to sell it. They don't worry about that. We run into way less people. We run into less people that's worried about the property being listed. Most people Just worried about can you get them the price that they're looking for. That's what most people at least talking about. You know what I'm saying? They at least want to sign the paper that say that price versus is it listed or not. You know what I'm saying? Most people is like, hey, can you get me to this price? You know, finding buyers first. Deals come and go, but I want to get buyers. Yeah, no doubt, man. I mean, when I first started out talking about this, I always talked about that. You know what I'm saying? But like things change, man. Like I don't know, things change, markets change, strategies change, and these days, what's happening is that the buyers that typically buy, they don't get like most deals don't fit for them. You know what I'm saying? So like you have to find like l- listing the properties open you up to buyers that you never would have found. You know what I'm saying? It's that random person that just want to buy a rental property. You know, it's that random person that's moving from Florida to Georgia and just inherited, $400,000 and they gonna buy a house cash. You know, so you ain't got to do no inspection, no nothing, none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just listing the prop. Like I used to think too. Like I used to always be like, I ain't listing nothing. Nah, I don't know how to do that, man. I don't even feel comfortable doing that. It's like, dude, it's hard to wholesale without doing that. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to do deals. Like to do deals consistently, man, darn near impossible to do it without listing it. It's dang near impossible. Close to it. Listen to Skool, but FHAVA sometimes is a headache to explain your relationship to the seller. Dude, this is what we do every day. And this is what we talk about right here. So, um, you know, and that's why you use attorney's office that you're familiar with, you know. Um, and I had to explain this. I actually explained this to an attorney live today on the live earlier today. I explained this to an attorney. It's like because we sent in everything. So I sent in the purchase agreement for the A to B. That means between me and the property owner. I sent in the agreement between us and the property owner and the end buyer, right? Because when you're doing these and you have a VA or FHA or regular loan, you have to novate it, right? Novation. So I talked to the attorney. I just told him, hey, look, I sent you in the A to B, right? And then we had an amendment to the A to B that changed the purchase price. But then on the B to C, that agreement I signed on behalf of the seller, right? So really, the only thing we have now is the B to C contract that we're closing, right? The B to C contract is the only thing we're closing because it's between the property owner and the end buyer. They have a direct contract. I have the attorney in fact to be able to sign on the seller's behalf, and I send them the attorney in fact as well. Boom. And I let them know what I'm going to do is I'm going to send an invoice as a consultant fee to the seller. And the seller understands that, we are going to get paid on this transaction. Simple. Boom. That's it. That's it, man. It's like, dude, if you own it, well, hey, if you only knew, it's like, dude, you know how many deals we done, how much money's been made doing that right there. It's like, man, it is game changing. It's like you remember, like back in the day when everybody didn't have the contacts to the hedge funds. Only certain people had contacts to those hedge funds. Everybody didn't have the contacts. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like being able to list properties is similar to having the contacts to the hedge funds. You know what I'm saying? If somebody was saying, man, yeah, you can wholesale without the hedge funds, cool, but you can wholesale without them hedge funds. It's like you can wholesale without. I was doing it for a while. You know what I'm saying? I was making, 8 grand, 12 grand, 20 a month. You know, man, I got a hold of them hedge funds, man. I started making 30, 40, that right there. And then I went and paid somebody to learn, more stuff and get my systems right and stuff like that. And then I just went crazy. But it changes the game, man. Changes the game. It turns a no deal to a deal. Like it turns a no deal into a deal. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. Turn a no deal into a deal. I'm telling you that right now. It turns a deal into a mega deal. It's like we got a deal right now in Albany for 45K. Without listing, maybe we can get about 15. With listing this mug, we might be able to get about 50. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying we might, you know what I'm saying? Because there's other properties that sold in that area around 120, 125, something like that. So we at 45. Even if we listed at, let's say 99.9, we about 20 grand, 25 grand below a few other properties that sold. That's the same. It's like, dude, it might be a 50 ball. You know, dude, we might be messing around with a 50 ball listed, but not listed. You talking about 15, 20 grand, maybe. Listed, you talking about 50 grand. Don't let somebody come in and say, hey, don't let somebody come in and climb you up to 120. Talking about a 70 ball. You been in hit a 70 ball. Yeah, you hit a 50 ball out there, bro, man. You hit a 50 ball. God darn. You gonna hit a 50 ball, man. That thing is different. That's the same thing with the hedge funds, though. Like with the hedge funds, you can sell to a regular buyer and make 20, but you sold to the hedge fund and you're gonna make 50. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. You know, it's just different, dude. Trying to tell you, it's like, Keithon, man, what you think? Keithon, the Godfather, man. He know everything, man. Hey, Keithon said it. That's what it is. So, you know what I'm saying? Keithon, the Godfather, man. Godfather of this wholesale thing. So I'm telling you though, man. And I was telling Keithon about listing. And Keithon knew because Dwayne list. But I started saying it, and then I called Keithon a little while ago, like maybe a couple of weeks ago or something like that. Keithon said, man, I'm listening to everything. I'm trying to tell you, man. Dude, you got to list. Dude, you got to list, man. Dude, you got to list it, man. You got to list these properties. And that's the thing, man. That's the thing about it in this wholesale game. You got to be able to make adjustments. You got to be able to get on that strategy. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to make the adjustment. The adjustment was hedge funds. The adjustment from hedge funds was make sure you can list these properties so you can actually find buyers, right? Hey, you been there? Oh Lord, no. But yeah, man. So it's Sydney ball, yeah, Sydney ball. But yeah, man, it's like that. That is the difference, though, man. That really is the difference. So, I mean, if you're looking to do more deals or do a deal, I'm telling you, man, listing that property is out of control, different. You open yourself up to way more buyers. Um, you actually get the seller the best offer because if you list a property and work the mess out of it, what other option do they have to find a buyer? You know what I'm saying? Let somebody just randomly come around. What other options do they have to find a buyer? You listed it, all the realtors seen it. you know if you actually work the listing, make sure it's listed right and work it, as far as reaching out to people trying to find buyers, and making sure you're answering the phones and getting back with people and setting up showings. It's like, look, we've done everything, man. We looked out here and talked to every realtor in town and got everybody in to see your property. And this is how much the market is saying that your property is worth. You know, boom. I'm telling you, man. I made $20,000 on a trailer in the middle of nowhere because I was able to list the property. And somebody crawled out of nowhere and was willing to pay the price. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody, you know how many people it is in freaking America? How many people it is in America? Matter of fact, how many people is it in America? About 300 something million or something like that. How many is it? 300 something million or 400 million? Either way, how many eyeballs do you think you can get the property in front of if you don't list it? How many eyeballs do you think you can get in front of? You see what I'm saying? And then how many eyeballs can you get in front of once you put that thing on Zillow? How many eyeballs do you think is in front of when it get on Zillow? A whole bunch of eyeballs. You know what I'm saying? Tons of eyeballs. I'm telling you right now, man. Dude, you're gonna get in front of a whole bunch of people when you when you list that mug, man. When you list that mug, you finna, and you can tell all the big dogs are doing it. You know what I'm saying? All the people who are doing deals is doing that. All the people that's doing deals are listing it. They're doing it. And you might think some people are not doing it. They doing it. If they consistently doing deals, they're listing properties on the MLS. And when Godfathers like Sean Terry's doing, Sean Terry been doing it though. You know what I'm saying? But that's the people that I look to, man. I look to the Sean Terrys of the world to see what they doing. Cause Sean Terry doing it, man. You already know what time it is, man. That thing show no work. So but yeah, man, but that's the stuff people charging $20,000 for people to learn, man. People charging $20,000 to teach you how to list properties on the MLS. That's what people doing, man. So yeah, man. It's the reason they charging 20. It's the reason they charge you that 20 ball just to learn this stuff, man, because it's gonna change everything. And the other thing that's big is getting inbound leads. Getting inbound leads is huge too. But then again, now I think about it, I'm like, shoot, you start offering people what you want to, you can get a property listed. Consultant fee is smart, but some lenders don't like large deals when everything is plain. Well, it had nothing to do with the lenders. It had nothing to do with the lenders. That's the thing. Like I said, we've done a lot of these deals, so we know because you charge the person that's selling the property. So it's a fee for the seller. The lender has nothing to do with this. You know what I'm saying? They just paying for the property. The seller is charged at the closing. The lender don't care what the seller is being charged. You know what I'm saying? The seller might have a mechanics fee. The lender's not, hey, you can't have this mechanics fee. Hey, you can't have a lien on your property. You know what I'm saying? It's like, the seller, if they owe somebody, then they just pay them. You know what I'm saying? The lender on the buyer side ain't gonna say, nah, that seller can't pay nobody out of this deal. It's like, no, we've done tons of deals, never had a lender say anything about anything ever. So no, and there's plenty of other people that do the same thing. Never had a lender say anything about anything. If you did have anybody say that, and I've actually had an attorney say this. It's like, oh yeah, they said, and I forgot. And this was when I first got started. I was like, I think I may have said something else. I don't even know if I said consultant fee, but I just asked them what kind of fee can be paid at closing. Well, any kind of rehab fee can be paid at closing. Rehab and consultation. Boom. What do we do? We changed it. We changed a lot on that though. Here go your fees right here. Rehab and consultations. This is like boom. We out the door. We out the door. But yeah, man, it's like I'm telling you, man. Meanwhile, sellers want to ensure that all closing fees are paid first. So I don't want to cut myself short. I don't understand what that means. Sellers want to make ensure that all closing fees are paid first. Well, the thing is with the seller is we make sure like so if they supposed to get 100,000, we make sure that that's what they end up getting. We only take what's above what they want. So we showed them, hey, look, this is what you wanted right here. Boom. You know what I'm saying? So we never ran into any of them problems. That we done tons of deals like this and had run. Matter of fact, we've done this deals like this all year long. It's October. We probably done. Matter of fact, let me go look. Matter of fact, let me not even do that. Let me go. Almost, I'd say, a bunch of deals that I've done this year. We done it this way. Nothing ever happened. Every one of them went through. None of them had any of those issues that you mentioned. None of them. So let's see what we did here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And haven't had one of anybody saying anything like this. Not one of them. Not one time had any of them had a problem. Like I said, only once did even an attorney even say anything about any kind of thing about a consultant fee. They was like, oh, I don't even know if I was saying consultant. I think I was saying something else. I think ever since I said consultant, I never had a problem. I was saying something else. They were like, oh, they don't let you charge, because I was kind of new to it at the beginning of the year. Even though I had done it before, I was saying something else, not consultant. But they was like, oh, we don't allow you to. I don't know that they were saying that they didn't know, like they would have to talk to the attorney if they allowed that. Now I was like, oh, well, don't worry. What is allowed? Oh, any kind of rehab. Oh, okay. Boom, change that. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Change it. Let's go. So yeah, man. Boom. There it is. Right. So but yeah, man, I mean, we just never really had that issue. Like I said, with anybody, because like sellers pay for things at closing all the time. You know what I'm saying? Sellers pay invoices at closings all the time. You know what I'm saying? They pay. So it's not like it's something out of the ordinary. It's gonna pull up one of these. I was gonna pull up one of these HUDs so y'all can see what it looked like. But I don't even know. I don't even know if I got it. Let me see. I don't even know. Let me see. Yeah, I think I got it right here. Here go one of them. What that thing at? Yep, that is. So I'm gonna show y'all one that we did. Uh, Ty, you stupid, scared. Oh man, you a wild. Appreciate it, man. Hey, no doubt, man. Hey, trust me, I was just like you, man. Dude, trust me. I used to be cheap as ever. Never wanted to spend money on anything. So if somebody said, "Hey, look, man, you can go start wholesaling. All you got to start with buying this and buying that," I'm like, "Nope, I'm out. I'm not gonna do it. I can figure out how to do this for free." I spent 8 years of doing nothing and being broke. you know, being that way. And then the other thing, I was skeptical of everything and finding every freaking excuse of why it didn't work. Nothing happened for me thinking that either. So, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm willing to try a bunch of stuff. I'm willing to take action on stuff. Like, dude, I just got paid for it. Like, dude, I paid $4,000 to get my Facebook ad set up. I'm just gonna pay, man. Like, bump it, pay that, pay that, pay that. Let's go. Keep the thing on train going, man. Let's go. But I'm finna show y'all this HUD right here, though. Let me see if it's I think this is the one. Show y'all this HUD right here where the consultant fee was paid. So if you look right here, boom. What I say, Ty? What I say, Ty? Consultation fee. Consultation fee. Boom. What side is that on? Seller side. How much that is? Boom. Let's go. Let's go. Dude, let's go, man. Come on. Come on. Come on. How much have I been making monthly? If you know anything about wholesale real estate, it kind of fluctuates up and down. But man, I was telling somebody the other day, man, me and my wife was looking because we had to do something and looking how much was coming in out of that account. I'm like, man, that unbelievable. It's crazy, man. But I mean, it ranges, man. It'll be anywhere between 20 to 60. It just goes up and down. Usually don't go above 60, usually don't go below 20. But there's some months that will be like 5. But there's other months, I think the other month it was like 80. So it'd be outliers like that. But it mostly stays between that somewhere, but it fluctuates up and down. Driving, I can't see. Oh, okay. Don't look. But yeah, Sal, man, it goes up and down. But you hit a 34 ball, that kind of help. You know what I'm saying? You hit a 34 ball, that kind of help. I've been watching you for about 3-4 years. Dang, since you been fresh in the wholesaling space. I remember when you quit your teaching job, man. Yeah, man, definitely, man. Quit my teaching job a couple of years ago, man. And man, it ain't been easy though, because when I quit my teaching job that summer is when all the interest rates went up. I had 7 deals in a contract with hedge funds, and they all backed out. 7 deals. And then I had no deals. So that was right after I quit. So it was like crazy, man. I figured out how to flip property. So I started flipping. I flipped my way to make it through the next year. And then I started finding new strategies, man. You gotta adjust. You know what I'm saying? You gotta adjust. Byron is not lying. Facebook ads course 4 to 6K. Hey, trust me, it's out of my account. I know I ain't lying. The money came out, dude. Trust me, I'm not lying. That money came right up out of my account. You know what I'm saying? So, dude, trust me, man. Hey, man, I wish I was lying. I wish I was lying. Get my darn money back. Trust me, but I actually that dude actually set up the Facebook. I had another dude who charged me $5,000 up front to set up the Facebook ads, and then $2,000 a month. I'm like, God darn, man. And I ain't even getting nothing out of that. You know what I'm saying? Nothing at all. Didn't get nothing out of that, man. So I done been there, dude, and paid that. I paid $5,000 for a 2-day training. Paid like $5,000 for another 2-day training. Like, man, I spent that money, man. I spent that money, learning this game, getting into this game. But that's nothing compared to what I've been able to make. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm sitting here trying to tell y'all what I'm learning and what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not just out here telling you stuff just because, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you stuff based only on what I've done and what I know. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I'm telling y'all. I'm only telling you what I've done and what I know. And that's the thing. I was you. I was sitting here watching videos. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them other guys that just, this social media sensation or somebody who knew this person that knew this person that knew that. I know nobody that done real estate. Nobody. I didn't know anybody. I didn't get this from some such and such. Somebody came around and just taught me. No, I didn't get this from nobody, man. I'm just like you. I sat down, I learned, I took a little action, it ended up turning into something. I invested more. I went and learned more. I stayed in the game. I've had ups, I've had downs, and you know, dude, I'm just like you, man. I'm not none of them other guys, dude. I don't specialize in social media. So I do. I don't, you know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, I don't specialize in social media. I don't specialize in teaching people how to do this, even though, like, for years, I didn't teach nobody how to do none of this stuff. Only was when I was like, dude, I'm making a lot of money, but I'm not really doing nothing to help anybody, really. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to teach people that had been consistently showing up. People that just like Sal say been following me about 3-4 years. Like people that have been following me about 3-4 years, I never teach them anything. It's like, dude, what am I doing? You know what I'm saying? It's like, these people that I started to really get to know. And it's like, man, I really want Sal to be able to do the same thing I did. You know what I'm saying? So what I started doing, I really started teaching people for free. You know, I would just meet, like we would just meet on a Sunday evening and we just get up and I would just be hosting and just talking to people. You know what I'm saying? And then I was like, man, I need to create something that's, more put together. So now I have this school and I'm trying to teach people how to do this. But one thing I wanted to do was make mine different than other people in that I always wanted a place or I always wanted something where it everything I needed was there. Like a lot of times you go and you do or you get with somebody and they teach you how to do something, and it's like, man, they teach you how to do it, but all the stuff you need to get this done is not here. You know, it's not here. You know, so it's like in the school that I have, everything that you need to do a deal is right there. There's nothing you need to go find anywhere else. So that's kind of what I wanted to set up, man, and that's what I got set up, dude. Hopefully, I can help some people. Hopefully I can make an impact, make a difference in somebody's life. Um, you know, that actually means something to me. But but yeah, man, definitely not lying. I'm here to tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to tell you the truth. That's the only reason I really did my first videos because I was watching just like everybody else, and it was like, dang, this worked. Let me go tell everybody that this stuff actually works. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I gotta go tell the rest of these people out here that this is real. You know, because I was questioning if it was real. Like I remember going to my first closing, and telling my brother, like, man, hey, I think I'm supposed to be making, 25 off this deal. I don't know if it's gonna close or not, but I'll let you know if it actually happens. You know what I'm saying? I went and picked up the check and I'm like, I don't know if they're gonna let me cash it. You know what I'm saying? I got the check in my hand and I'm like, I don't know if they're gonna let me cash it, man. This can't be real. When it deposited and they said it's gonna be a hold for 2 weeks or something like that. I'm like, dang. They let me deposit it. They ain't gonna let me spend it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, trust me, I'm skeptical of the whole thing, even when it was right in front of me. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely understand where a lot of people come from, man. So that's why I wanted to come back and let people know what the real deal was, man. Don't worry, this is the drink of choice. This is white apple grape juice on the rocks. On the rocks, man. On the rocks. On the rocks, man. So, but yeah, man, I just came through to holler at y'all, man. Are you thinking of adding Facebook ads to your course? I need it. Yeah, I definitely thought about adding Facebook ads. I've been talking to the people that I work with in my school. I'm definitely thinking about adding Facebook ads, but in my school or my leads that I buy, paper leads, Facebook ad leads, I buy these leads. If I can't get in touch with them, if I can't get a deal right there within like 2 3 weeks, I put them on a list that's inside of my school. And it's just a list of hundreds of leads that I bought from PPL people, Facebook people, all ads, leads that I bought. And it's just a list of them. You know, people go, you free to go call them. As long as you get into school, you're free to call them. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the biggest thing about the school because the biggest thing people don't get is leads. And most of the time, people don't get leads because it's either hard for them to chase down and get, or it's hard for them to pay for. But it's like, dude, we solved that problem for you, man. We solved that problem for you. You ain't got to pay your $4,000 for your Facebook ads. You can just, go pay your little money to get in my school, and you can continuously get the leads that's coming to me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it just keep going. You know, it just keep going. I had people that joined my school last week and already ran into people that was ready to sell. They just don't, one, they don't have the experience to get them. They're supposed to be signed. Was he supposed to be signing today? He was telling me today that lady was going to sign. He's supposed to be already getting somebody in the contract. And we actually willing to get on the phone with you to help you put people on the contract. But people just be wanting to do it on their own. You know what I'm saying? Do want to do it on his own. So, we probably would already have her on the contract. But it's just he want to do it on his own. So, he can do it on his own, whatever you want to do. But I've had people glad I caught you. Glad I caught this tonight. Caught this nightcap. Yeah, no doubt, man. I mean, like I said, dude, I want people to get your first deal. That's why it's called first deal guarantee. I'm here to help you get your first deal. You know what I'm saying? And then hopefully you can go from that first deal and actually, maybe you go pay to get your Facebook ad set up, or maybe you go and start buying leads on your own. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you start buying your own leads, So that's the whole thing, man. Trying to help people get going, And then from there, I'm giving you the strategies that work. You follow the strategies that work. You call the leads I'm handing to you. I know they want to sell. You know what I'm saying? All these people are selling, dude. Like we call these people back, man. All these people are selling their property, man. It's just the way they doing it. Like they sell it, dude. So, you know, it's all a matter of who gonna hit that person up. You know what I'm saying? So that's the biggest thing. Ain't my darn camera was tripping. But thank you for your devotion, Byron and team. Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. But yeah, man, I think my school was $97. But I'm like, man, there's no way I can give you this stuff for $97. Because if you went and bought one lead, like I got hundreds of leads on here. One lead cost me $125. And I'm gonna give you the whole school, which is those leads, a course in there that breaks down the whole novation and all the stuff that we do, right? How to get the lead, everything. Gonna break it all down. You get the course, you get the leads, you get a mentor. Somebody's gonna actually talk to you that know what the heck they doing, that's doing deals right now, that doing novation deals, they doing all these deals right now. Um, what else is in that school, man? Oh, and we have weekly training. So we have trainings, every week. So it's like, dude, it's crazy. We got a training. I looked at it, I'm like, dang, it's Thursday. We have a training night. We got a training tonight. Right. We got a training tonight because, we on some nightcap foolery right now, man. But yeah, man, I mean, it's just too much in there. I don't think it better not be 95 no more. Let me see how much Skool is. All right, I got it right. So the Skool is 350. The Skool is 350, man. Should be 500. Probably gonna be 500 here in a second. So it's probably gonna be 500 here in a second because I mean, even at 350, I mean, shoot, that's only like how many leads is that time? 3 leads? Yeah, 3 leads. I mean, I'm giving you 300 leads. I'm giving you 300 leads, and not including all the probate leads that I'm giving you. People who, like, I just talked to a lady today, live on the live. I talked to a lady today on the live that said her parents passed away. She doesn't live anywhere near the property. They're going to sell it. They want to meet us at the property October the 17th. They never come to that property. So they come in for one time on October the 17th. We get there, we do the deal right there. Boom. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of people on that list. We've done deals straight off that list, man. And on Sunday, I host a class on Sunday, a free class, where I show you all the stuff that I'm talking about, the list inside the school, all that stuff. And I show you deals that we done inside the school. I show you the purchase agreements that we sign with people from the list right inside the school. Because we do deals off the list. You know what I'm saying? We do deals off the list that we give y'all straight off the list. So I'll show you purchase agreements that we got from those people. I show you how we sold it. We show you HUDs, we show you wires, show you the actual property, show you where it came, the wire came in, same address, so you can see exactly how this thing went down, man. And it's straight off the list that we provide to people. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, how all these people calling these lists? They're not, man. You know what I'm saying? You think that everybody's doing it. Everybody not doing it, man. A lot of people are able to do it. Yeah, they have access to it. That don't mean they're gonna put in that work, though. Who gonna put in that work? That's the only question. Question is, who gonna put in the work? Who gonna take action? Most people ain't gonna do nothing. There's 5 people on this live right now. Well, it was 5, just dropped to 3, but there's been about 5 people on the live most of the time, and most of those people ain't gonna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna sit here and watch, go on about your day, and be whoever you are. You know what I'm saying? Most people ain't gonna take no action. They ain't gonna do not a thing. The only people that's really gonna be successful, that's gonna get deals, that's gonna cash checks, that's gonna go on and do, you know, be that person that you think that everybody is, are the people who are gonna take action. You know what I'm saying? Them the only people, man. People that are gonna take action and sign up for the school. They're gonna take action and call the list. They're gonna take action and get their mentor on the phone to make sure they lock people up. They're gonna take they gonna follow all the steps, dude. You follow these steps. That's why we say first deal guarantee. Because if you sign up for the school, call the leads, get your mentor involved with your leads to make sure you get it locked up, you are going to do deals. hey, hey, that what King, who that King Kong say that? King Kong say you ain't gonna do. King Kong, man, I ain't listened to King Kong in a minute, but yeah, most people ain't gonna do that, man. You know, but the people that do that, oh man, they gonna come on, man, gonna be killing it, dude. So I don't know, man. But what do I know? I'm just, I just wholesale for a living. It's like, what do I know? You know what I'm saying? What do I know? I just wholesale for a living. It's like, what do I know? I don't know. Just a random guy that wholesale for a living. But anyways, man, y'all got any last questions? Oh man, I've completely ignored my people on IG. John Wicker says facts, no doubt, man, definitely facts. All my people on IG, shout out to all my people on IG, man. Keithon, the big dog came through. Shami came through. Shout out to Shami. John Wick came through. Rich, shout out to Rich, man. Rich is my guy. Came through, man. Shout out to Ty. Ty, stay with me, man. Drive safe out there, Ty. Sean came through, man. Appreciate you, Sean. Man, Brandon Hughes came through. I ain't see Brandon tonight, man. I was about to highlight Brandon. Brandon ain't come through, I don't think. Sal came through, man. Shout out to Sal, man. How that new house treating you? It's treating me real good, man. It's crazy. I still think it's out of control, man. Still think it's crazy. So still think it's crazy, man. I look around every time like, man, this is out of control, dude. Out of control. So, but shoot, man. Appreciate y'all for coming through, man. Um, yeah, man. I'm gonna get out of this thing. Congratulations. Appreciate you, Sean, man. Congratulations to you too. You need to jump in that school, Sean. Do a deal. Take advantage of what we have. I don't know. I think you've done deals, but learn how to do it this way. Learn to do novations, do some deals, and go live the life of your dreams, man. Because it's all out there right in front of you, man. So whatever you do, take action. Whatever you do, take action on whatever it is that you want to do, man. Whatever it is that you want to do, take action on it, man. Any meetups? Man, I gotta get it with my meetup coordinator, Ty. My meetup coordinator, Ty, you know, I gotta get up with him, man, to see what we're gonna do. But shoot, man, we definitely need to do one for sure, for sure. But shoot, man, I appreciate y'all for coming through. I'll be back tomorrow during the day to do our wholesale live where we go live and just call sellers, talk to buyers, try to get deals done right there live for y'all. So we'll be back tomorrow, man. Appreciate y'all. Go join the school. We want to see y'all on the inside, help you do deals, man. Help you change your life, man. Until then, peace out.